Didn't have all that much time to prepare for this live stream for you guys tonight, but I'm here nonetheless. And let me know if my audio is good. I'm just running through some technical settings here. Make sure I'm good. I think I'm good to go. Thanks for joining us, J Rods, Tommy2274. Strep throat. Coming down with some strep throat, are you? That's never good. We got the Constitution State joining us tonight. He and I were just trying to iron out some audio wrinkles, some technical difficulty. I think he's down in the basement now. I can go ahead and bring him up. Deborah Parsons, hello. Chessie Gloina, hello. Thank you for joining us. I got some great stuff for you tonight. I think you guys are thoroughly going to enjoy this. It's going to be a bit on the positive side for a change. You know, there's a lot of drama and a lot of things going on in this community, like there are in all places, in all parts of the world, in all walks of life. This piece here, is good stuff. You guys are going to really like this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got our boy here. No, we lost him again. Looks like we're having some connectivity issues with our man, Constitution State. Let me see if he's got anything on his channel about this. Well, let me just describe what we're doing here, first of all. On Wednesday, November the 23rd, here he is. Wednesday, November the 23rd, the Constitution State and I went out to... you're a little spotty there. Your audio was a little choppy. Let's see how you sound. Mic up. Give us an audio check.
All right, I got it now.
Perfect.
I don't know what was wrong, but I couldn't hear anything.
Perfect. All right, cool. So we got our boy, Constitution State. He and I went out to Norwich Courthouse to address his false charge of creating a public disturbance. And afterward, and I'll let him tell you about that. Afterward, we went on over to Corrigan Corrections. This is a prison located in Montville, Connecticut, and it's long been said by many, many people who I've met more and more of in just the last couple of years, prior inmates, who know better than anyone else, really, that there's very severe overcrowding to the point where, like, fire code is almost non-existent. People's lives would be lost. God forbid there's ever a fire there. They're sleeping in the gymnasiums. They're sleeping in the rec rooms. They're sleeping in the libraries. They're sleeping in janitorial closets. Have I missed anything, Constitution State?
No, you're dead on with that.
Yeah, okay. And, what are they sleeping on the bare floor in this prison because of the overcrowding, or do they have, like, makeshift rafts, pool supplies, and things that they're using to try to make it look like they care?
No, it's they're called boats. They're like a little plastic thing that goes on the floor, and it's like the shape of your mattress, and you put your mattress in that, and you sleep on the floor. Like, that's between you and the floor, but it's only like an inch of plastic.
Now, how close is the guy next to you in a situation like this?
Like 6 to 10 inches.
6 to 10 inches away. So it's like sleeping in a bed with a spouse.
Yeah,
that you're
absolutely.
Mad at. All right.
They pack 110 of them into a gym.
Without going into too much of that, I will say this. I've contacted the mayor of Montville. I've contacted the fire marshal's office, the chief fire marshal of the state. There's different fire marshals for towns and states. I've contacted Department of Administrative Services to no avail. They're living in denial. They think they can just deny what's going on. So basically, you and I on Wednesday after court went over to this correctional facility and began our audit, at which time we were abruptly met with hostility, I would say violent threats. We were
Absolutely.
Being screamed at. People we've never seen in our lives were flicking us off. We were getting dirty looks.
Yep.
You know, I'm sure you have video of the woman who even stopped and asked very rudely and condescendingly if we needed help, right?
Yep.
And then I said, well, yeah, maybe you can help, kind of thing. And I explained the
Yep.
situation, and the window just went up, and she drove off. So anyway, without further ado, I guess I could get to the chase. I was too nervous to go up there. Constitution State's got a lot to be proud of here. I can't wait for him to show this community what he's done here. I mean, I've got some cases going on, and I've got 5 kids. Anyone who knows anything about me knows that. And our man here was willing to take the fall should there be one. You know, we talked about it. You know, it's a very we live a very we work in a very unhealthy line of work, really, and we take a lot of risk. So, you know, he gave me his wallet. You know, we figured out financials. You know, I got the keys. You know, everything was golden, and he marched on up that publicly accessible driveway to be met with even more force, with more threats, more harassment. Now, what this is a conspiracy against rights. There were 3 guards up there who were essentially interfering in our First Amendment protected activities. That's exactly what they were doing. We tried to tell them what we were there for and what we were doing. In fact, we took it a step further, walked across the street to Montville Police Department and requested their assistance to try to, you know, calm these guys down, because they were like ready to kill us. They really were. I mean, the attitude, the disdain, the contempt was just unbelievable. And unfortunately, at the time, they were trapped in or caught up in a burglary right at that exact moment, coincidentally. So we tried state police, and we can play a little bit of that call maybe if we can manage to do that. I think I might be able to bring that up. But basically, we called state police and asked them to come out and assist, and they told us, you know, because of that burglary, they were a little tied up, and it would be some time before they come out to help assist us with our official business at our prison. So, you know, dissatisfied with that is when we pulled the trigger. You went marching up the driveway. You were confronted by those unruly, mean-tempered, roll-crazy guards, and ultimately they called state police. And we're going to play for you today that engagement with the state police officer, and give you guys a little taste of what you can expect in a final production coming up in the coming days. And we'll take your comments and questions. And I don't want to reveal anything. I don't want to say how it ends up. But if there's anything you'd like to say before we get into things, please do, because I got to take a moment and just find the file and get it all ready anyway.
Yeah, they didn't. When I went up the driveway, they were rude. They were super rude. They pulled up in a vehicle that looked just like a cop car, red and blue lights, everything. Threatened me. They told me they were gonna call the cops. I was gonna get in trouble. I just told them that I wasn't doing anything wrong. They just didn't like it at all, and they did call the cops. And that's when we got to see Trooper Barnes.
That's basically why we stuck around, right? We met Trooper Barnes of Troopy. It was learned this morning that he's a recent graduate of the academy. He's pretty fresh. He's only been on scene since March the 24th. So, you know, that's like 6, 8, you know, it's not very long.
No.
So, you know, let's see. I'm trying to get this video up. Let me take a look-see here.
He was impressive.
Yes, thoroughly impressive. Let's see. No, not that one. So it's got to be this one, maybe. I can hear you yelling up there at him now. Call him. Go ahead, call him. I'm allowed to be here, you say. Give the people a little context about the, you know, exchange you had with them prior to the officer showing up. What were they saying to you up there?
When the second guy pulled up, he was like, "Oh, you don't have anything better to do." I said, "What's better than, you know what I mean, doing my job, making money, and investigating the corrupt prison that has people sleeping on the floor?" And he just kind of stared at me, and I said, "Yeah, you wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? You guys are the people doing it. You're part of the problem."
Right.
They kept acting like we had to be on the road, like nobody's ever been up there with a camera in their whole life. Like they truly believe that. And then when I told told them that people have done it before, they were like, no, they've always been on the road. You're going to jail. I'm trying to do you a favor.
Okay, so while I do this, I'm going to mute your mic. I'm going to mute my mic just so I know we're not going to have any audio problems. And or can you mute for me?
Yeah, I'll mute now.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to play this. This is our encounter. The guards, there's one right there. If you can see that mouse cursor there, I'll maximize this for you. Actually, let me give this full frame here. We're going to drop ourselves out of the picture. Let's see. How do I give this? How do I lay that out like that? Let's see. And then maximize. There we go. Okay. So check this out, folks. This is Trooper Barnes. We got our guard up there. There's two individuals, two other guards in this vehicle up here. One's hanging out of the passenger side door. One is behind the driver's seat. Look at the smile on this guy's face right off the rip. This is Trooper Barnes. First of all, to see a state trooper in Connecticut smiling like that is unheard of. But here, I digress. Watch this. Real cops. Now, I just let's see. Stop sharing. I just can't believe that he was so happy to do the right thing, because those guys were absolutely fixing to trespass us. You know, there's no doubt in my mind. And you can unmute now, by the way.
I'm good. Yeah, they definitely wanted to, and they believed that we were going to be. You know what I mean? They really did think that the cops were going to show up and they were going to make us leave.
Yep.
And then Barnes came in and put a stop to that.
Now tell the people about the corrections officers driving out of there, right? They're doing Mach 10. They're flicking us off. I mean, God forbid we were in that roadway a little too far. They would have taken pleasure in running us over, right?
Well, remember the Jeep that was speeding out?
That's what I was leading to.
And I even said something like, this lady's going to hit somebody. And then when we went to, Troop E to tell them that this guy did a good job, there was actually a citizen that works at DCF that had a disabled child in the car that this lady flying out of the prison almost ran off the road. And he videotaped her after she did it, and he went to the police department to make a complaint on her. And
he was convinced. He was convinced that when she started rifling, when he pulled up alongside of her to confront her, she started rifling through the console in her car for a gun.
Yep.
So I think that's when he disengaged and went straight to the police station. Yep. Now, we went to Troop E to provide accommodations for Trooper Barnes, Matthew Barnes. Yep. And that's how we ran into this DCF guy. And he was livid. And it turns out you and I both have footage of her doing Mach 10 through that driveway, and we made comment on it, like, oh, she's going to get somebody killed, or, oh, look at this is no good. Look at this lady. Yep. Like, look at how they're driving in here. Beyond that, let's talk about the flag. Ooh. Right? They've got a nice memorial in there. They got this terribly tethered flag. It looks like it's 3 years old. It's
Yep.
all wrapped around the top of the pole. It's all twisted and tethered.
Yep.
Nobody cares.
At all.
So we took it upon ourselves to offer our time. Hey, if you guys got a maintenance guy that can come out with a flag, we'd be happy to change it out and hang it for you, dispose of this one properly, and all that stuff. Everybody wants a nice clean flag on the
Yep.
pole here. And we were met with complete disdain. That guy, don't come in here. Remember that guy up in the security booth? I'm just trying to knock on the door. He's ready to kill me. He thinks I'm going to kill him.
Remember when the door was open at the prison? Oh, shut the door! Shut the door! Kick it!
Right, like we were a security threat.
Yeah, like we were really trying to break into the prison.
Like we were a threat to anyone. Our lives were absolutely in danger there. Like those people were so tense and so paranoid. And like I have to wonder where the guilt, what the guilt is that's driving that paranoia. Where it comes from, what they're doing inside of that prison to make them feel like, oh my God, they're here to get my license plate and identify me. I got to get out of here. And then race out of the driveway and almost kill a disabled child being transported by a DCF worker or scream like, lock the door, lock the door. Like these people act like we're terrorists. Right?
They really do.
Am I right? I mean, come on,
you're
man.
Absolutely right.
Right.
They didn't care.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They don't care about the flag either.
No, at all. Dude, they said they change it every year. There's no way in hell that flag was changed within a year.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'll pull up another one here for us. This is the exchange the officer has with the corrections officers.
Which was awesome, too.
Yeah. We'll maximize that window as well.
I'm going to mic mute.
Yep, go ahead. You're a liar. All right.
There was no audio on those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I swear, dude.
Why didn't you tell me? Not on the first one either?
I don't think so. I just read the comments and they said no. I thought it was just
no
mine.
audio. I am sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me catch up on the comments here. Damn it. I'm sorry. Damn it. What a bummer. That's just totally wasted time. I don't know what I did wrong. Let me see what I did wrong. Let me see. Stop sharing. Share system audio. Okay, got that on. So when I play this, tell me if there's audio on this right quick. Let's see. Do we have audio on this? Do you guys hear audio?
No.
No. I got the box checked. I got the volume up. That's a damn shame. Well,
I'm
let me try it this way.
sure you'll get it. But yeah, that
Here, I'll
prison.
play this for the people who might not have seen it. I've gotten some content on this up. I called Troop E this morning to give them some accommodations, to give Officer Barnes accommodations, and the troop as well. I paid them some nice compliments as well. It's pretty fresh. It hasn't gotten a lot of views. I'll go ahead and play that for you. Let me see if we got audio on that at least, because then I know at least I got audio through my browser here. Let's see. Restream, share screen. We'll share that. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure this is it. So here's one of the Connecticut corrections officers flicking us off. You got picture on that, right?
Yep.
Okay. There is no audio in this particular part, but check this guy out. Here's Connecticut's finest. Just for being there. That's how we're treated. I mean, we're being harassed during our first... Do we have audio now?
I can't hear it.
Oh, my God. What is the problem here? Okay, so we'll kill this. We'll kill this. And I'm going to check my audio settings. Keep the people entertained real quick. I'm going to check my audio settings.
Go ahead, you're good. There was a lot of immature state employees at that prison. Nobody wanted to help. The guards wanted us thrown in that jail. It was just sad to see.
No, yeah, it was.
Like,
They were ready to make us criminals.
I don't know if I've been anywhere yet where everybody acted so rude. Like, there wasn't one person there that wasn't rude.
It's usually like that, to be honest. In most places, it's very
I know,
rare.
but it seems like at least they fake it at some places. You know what I mean? Like, everybody
Yeah,
there
at the
was just-
courthouses, they fake it pretty good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, at least they treat you a little better. Every single one of those people there were super rude.
Oh, I think I figured it out. So,
I figured you would.
let me try this again, folks. I'm terribly sorry. We'll share this screen. You should know right away if we got audio. Share system audio. Window. Boom. Media player. Straight power surprise. Ready? Can you hear the wind? Did we got audio?
It's hard through my phone.
Let's see what the chat's saying. Audio good here. Awesome. All right, it's working now. So this is the engagement with Barnes and the COs, the guards.
It's not working.
What? Somebody said it was.
I know, but go back and read it right after.
Still
this
no
video.
audio on the video. Just when you two talk. Shit. Can you share a screen on your phone? Do you have anything on your phone that you can play through share screen?
How do you do share screen?
there should be some options down there on your screen at the bottom. Like you have like the option to mute, the option to change your camera shit, or maybe like a gear, some sort of setting.
Let me go to settings.
There it is. Folks, I am terribly sorry. I've never actually had this problem before. This is a new one for me. I haven't been down in studio for a little while. Perhaps there's something conflicting with Windows updates and browser updates or something. Maybe there's a plug-in issue. It could be a whole variety of things. I'm terribly sorry to have wasted your time. I wish I was checking the chat sooner. Live chat. Let's see who we got in here. I'm going to run down from the top. Deborah Parsons was number 1 on the list, so kudos to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Please share your support with the Constitution State over there. We've got
to figure it out.
Yeah, thanks. We got Tommy2274 in here. Thank you, Tommy. It's always a pleasure seeing you here. I hope you get that strep throat 10 to 2 sooner than later. That could be lethal. It could spread to your heart. Could be very dangerous, so make sure you get out, get some antibiotics for that. I'm no doctor, but you should probably consider doing that. Jay Rods, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, the COs were terrible. You saw one flick me off. There's plenty more of that. And then there was even an accident, or a very near accident caused, or almost caused by one of these people who almost ran off a DCF worker off the road. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Chessie Gloina, hi, how are you? News Now CT, hey, there's a name I haven't seen in a minute. Constitution State, show him some love. News Now CT is cut from the same cloth. Sean Rawway, was this in South Africa? No. I don't know if I could post that, Deborah. And she'll be right back. Let's see. We got Kidder Catcher. If anybody wants to come up, by the way, here I'll put the link down here.
Check that, dude. I just think I tried to load something.
Oh yeah, there you go.
What's up, guys?
What up, bud? How are you?
You guys got audio?
Doing it. Now we're all on board.
Thank you.
No.
You guys are good, all right?
Hey, can you tell me anything about the?
Oh wait, I gotta change it. This is the intro.
Okay.
You can show this though. This is just like a highlight.
Sure. Okay.
Why is
Yeah,
it
I like
hung
it.
up on the eagle like that? These guys take real pride in their job.
Right. Yeah, they're more concerned about...
Bunch of clowns, dude. This is why they didn't want us up here. Look what they're doing to our flag.
Nice. Yeah, well, take your time on that. I'll pull this one down. When you get the right one, we'll put it up. For now, we'll keep on. Yeah, John Smith, 2046. Hello from Northeast Ohio. Thanks for being here and joining us here in the socialist racketeering nanny police state of Connecticut. I do again apologize for the audio glitch this evening. 572 Chevy BB. Thank you for being here. Wisdom of the Matriarch. Very nice to see you. Always a pleasure. Very active in the comment section. I really sincerely appreciate that. I can always look forward to getting some love from you on a daily basis, and that's always nice.
I don't have one of just Barnes and that interaction, like cut alone, but I have a couple like I just showed with like highlights. If you want me to show those.
Sure. Yeah, if you're comfortable doing it.
I don't care.
Okay.
Let's run it.
Yeah, let's run it. The people want to know more. They're here. They're sticking around, so we got to give them something. I appreciate you guys sticking around through the glitch. I'm awful tired tonight too. You know, we're probably not going to go too long, especially since this hasn't gone as well as I wanted it to. We'll have a better production for you in the next day or two.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, whenever you're ready, man, we'll cue something up.
There's
lots going on in the community. Joey Surreal was arrested.
Oh, I didn't know
I'm
that.
sure that's... Yeah, he was filming the scene of... looked like just a simple accident. And I don't know, he got pounced on pretty hard. He was tackled down by one officer and then ultimately roughed up pretty good by two. Claimed that he was resisting arrest times two. which is clearly not illustrated in the video. I mean, they have total control over him the whole time. Very egregious set of circumstances. He did bond out today. I'm sure if he has not done so already, he will go live at some point. And for those interested, you can check up on that throughout the duration of the evening.
Let me know if you see.
Oh, here we go.
This
Yep,
is part of
I'm
the
ready.
phone call, I think.
Legitimate trouble. You know what I'm saying? I need some help here.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Let me try it again. Hang on.
Told me that he's going to call the police on me. So I want to make sure that I'm not
It's a small
committing
one.
any crimes, and I want to make sure that everybody here understands the law, so that I don't wind up in illegitimate trouble. You know what I'm saying? I need some help here.
Nice. Right, we called them first, and what was funny about that, I mean, all in all, this is a great story about Troopy and Trooper Barnes, Matthew Barnes, fresh out of the academy as of March 24, 2022, a prime example of what we need to see more of, a million times over, all across this entire state in every troop barracks. He is the prime example of what we need and what we want to see.
Absolutely. Do you see that one?
Yes. Okay, let's dive right into this. Thanks for saving me.
All right.
I'll be back.
You've been notified. Please step back to the road, please.
This camera makes it official business. Absolutely. No, how can I see up here if I'm down there? Everything. Anything from public that I can see. Obviously, the corrupt jails making people sleep on the floors and, you know what I mean? That type of stuff.
Yes.
But you guys wouldn't understand. You're the one doing it to people. You're part of
Amen.
the problem.
Amen. Yeah, that's so great, man. I mean, and that's just a tiny taste, you guys. And the video that you're going to see on Constitution State's channel, the Constitution State, on his YouTube channel. Here, I might as well link everybody to that while we have him here. Is going to be very clear. We shot that statically, in 4K, right? You got 4K content.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crystal clear. Audio is going to be nice and crisp. That's just a quick kind of what we can provide to you right now on the fly. I do apologize that I kind of failed. I mean, we had some good quality stuff, and the audio is not working. But, that gives you a general idea of what's going on there. Trooper Barnes' demeanor, as you could see in the video without audio, was very friendly. He was all smiles. He was very kind and helpful, which was bewildering almost, right? I mean, that's shocking. I thought there was a good chance you were going to get arrested. I really believed it. Like,
we planned
and
it.
You could hear the guard like, well, you've been notified. You've been notified. Like, he's already convinced himself he's got you on criminal trespass.
Well, he said 3 strikes. This is the 3rd time. Like, what? You're counting?
It's like he's a father and you're his 7-year-old son. You got until the count of 3, little Johnny.
You must listen.
All right, so I'm going to link everybody up in the chat to the Constitution State's channel. Please support this man. He and I are the only 2 reliable, independent citizen journalists out here, risking our lives and taking great risk. Every time we engage in this line of work, we're taking a tremendous risk. This man has a family. He has a son. He has a loving spouse. He's got bills. He works full time. In this state, just, like everybody else is squeezing him, squeezing all of the fruit out of his labor and just taking advantage of him any which way they can. So please show him the love. I hope it gets you some support over there. I mean, I'm not the man of the hour, that's for sure. But maybe this will help. There he is. There's the link for the Constitution State in the live chat.
Oh yeah.
We'll blast that out there 3 times. 3 strikes for Constitution State. And those are like strikes, like hits, you know, because this man hit it hard out there. I looked like a coward. You know, he made me look like mashed potatoes. You know, you got a little taste of it there.
Yeah, but somebody
it was an honor going out with you. It was an honor.
I appreciate it.
It's been an honor working with you.
I can
And
say
this
the
is
same.
what it's all about. Networking, right?
Yeah, it was, because a few
Yeah.
months, dude, there was nobody. I didn't know anybody.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, what got you into this? Like, where'd your spark come from? How'd you stumble across the 1A community? And what prompted you to plug your nose and dive in?
I think it was Lackluster was the first video I ever seen, and it was like a year and a half ago, and I saw it and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, no way. And I just got more into it. I watched more videos for a long time, and I was actually on probation, so I waited for my probation to end, and I had a few run-ins back to back with the police that I felt like didn't go that good, and growing up out here and being treated by how I've been treated by police stations, that's funny.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Constitution State, for being here and supporting Tyrant Slayer Studios.
But you know what I mean? I watched a lot of the channels, all of them, and you're seeing what they did. But when you go through it and you continuously see it, it's somebody's got to do something. And I was lucky, you know what I mean? I didn't know anybody that did it, and then you know what I mean? We linked up, and you're actually really close, and I feel like we get a lot accomplished.
Yeah, we do. I think we do remarkable work together. And I think only together can people actually be a real positive force for progress. You know, when everybody's out doing their own thing, raising their own flag for their own thing all the time, you have lots of little pockets of division. And all of those little pockets of division chain together to make a massive problem. You know, of division.
I agree.
You know, yeah. Keeping it local, starting local, and networking best you can, and working from there up, I think is going to be proven to be a very successful method of taking things to the next level in not just this online First Amendment auditing community or whatever you would call it, but you know, as in the whole of the country, through the fabric of local communities, states, and national on a national level. You know, we gotta keep it simple, stupid, and start local and branch out. And that's what we'll prove to everybody right here. We're going to be successful in our cases. I think we have grounds. Please, anybody in the chat want to come up and correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I think there's grounds to file a lawsuit here for interfering with our First Amendment protected activities. We've got 18 USC 241 conspiracy against rights. You know, these guys were ready to lie through their teeth and drum up anything they could to have us, you know, booked up, you know, hemmed up, jammed up on another bogus charge. And as we've seen in court, maybe you could tell the people a little bit about court. What do you think of your judge? What do you want to call her? I'm going to call it. Well, I'll let you decide what you're going to call her. I'm going to call her Botox Baby, the Botox Baby Judge Botox Baby. Well, maybe that's a terrible name. I'll come up with something more creative. Give me until tomorrow. But her lips are definitely fake.
Super. You could tell. She looks like
it's like she's hitting the gin in the chambers. You know?
Oh yeah. She was horrible, dude. I'm not too thrilled that that's my judge after sitting there. They made me go last all day. Then they were like, "Oh, you were here all day for this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it went from a $90 fine to a $35 fine to a nollie, and they acted like they were doing me a favor for trying to give me a nollie for something I didn't do.
Right. Get you to, and a nollie, just so people understand, a nollie in the state of Connecticut, and this probably is a general rule for the entire country. And a nollie means that you're basically admitting guilt, but the state's not prosecuting, and they leave it on the hanger for like a year. And that stuff shows up in any sort of potential employer background checks, as if you were convicted of these crimes.
Yep.
Yeah, it causes harm. It causes damages. And if you're innocent, why would you do that, right? So there is no option but to request jury trial.
Yep.
Right? Because the court's not... They didn't even read the brief. They didn't read the affidavit. They didn't brief the judge.
No.
They made you wait all day, right? Yep. Do you think it's a coincidence that I was made to wait all day too?
No.
And I think what gives you... Do you think having been at my court proceeding and seeing my judge, that you have a better perspective and the ability to appropriately and properly contrast the differences, the major differences between your judge and my judge?
Yeah, it's sad.
Right. Oh my God. This woman, this judge, she looks like she wants to be on TV.
Yeah.
There were moments throughout that day where it's like she was an actress.
Yeah.
I thought we were on a television show. Like, did you get that vibe? That
Absolutely.
Was crazy.
There was a few times I broke out laughing. Like, I couldn't help it.
Right. And then there was that really stern Asian marshal.
Yeah.
Quit!
Yeah.
He's like, no talking. I'm like, what do you say? No talking! I was like, holy Jesus. I was like, I'm going to step out and just make sure we're really not allowed to talk in this courtroom. What? Like, if I'm trying to document the public business within that court proceeding, and I got to walk out of the courtroom to relay a comment to my colleague also documenting the proceedings in that courtroom, public proceedings in that courtroom, well, then we're going to miss part of those public proceedings, right? We're going to run outside and talk, or, just anyway. It just makes life harder. I think we spent enough time on this. We're coming up on 9:30. That's a good 45-minute show. There's going to be nice, clean, pristine footage on all of this. We're really going to go balls to the wall with Troop E, try to create a nice symbiotic relationship. If you haven't seen the video of me calling the troop this morning and giving them, getting the information I need to provide accommodations in writing, I'm going to put a link to that in the chat right now. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, bear with me, everybody. Here we go. Please hit the like button for me.
Yep.
Copy. Here. Yeah. Here. Watch this after this live stream is over. It's not long at all. It'll give you some really good insight. It's a great exchange. We might actually get Barnes to provide comment. We're going to create a relationship with the PIO and try to be the regular press entity for that specific troop in Connecticut. We're going to pull them away from corporate media and show them the value of, independent citizen journalism. We're going to insulate them. We're going to create the good, positive stories. We're going to support them. And we're going to call them out when they screw up. But I have a feeling Troop B is not going to do that very often. In fact, they might be able to comment on what other troops are doing and help us contrast things in an appropriate manner while we disseminate these matters of public interest to the public best we can.
Absolutely.
So, all right. With that said, I'm going to run through this live chat one more time. Wisdom and Matriarch, thanks for being here. News Now CT, Critter Catcher, Tri-State Audit News. John Denicola, thank you very much. Tri-State Audit, thank you, sir or ma'am. J. Rods, 572 Chevy BP. Sean Raway. Deborah Parsons, and I was hoping to see Joe Cool. I was hoping to see NC Tyrant Hunter. You know, where are my big dogs? Where are the big dogs? Where are my friends here tonight, man? I got a link out there for people to join up. We're all lonely up here. Let's see. But we got our friends. Chessie Cloyna, and I think that's it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Constitution State, always a pleasure, my man. We will talk soon. You'll probably hear from me tomorrow. Until next time, everybody, be well, be swell. We'll see you then.
Be easy.
Ciao for now.